Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. One of the most popular Girl Scout cookies out there are the Tagalong. Those of you who don't know what a Tagalong cookie is, it is a crispy shortbread cookie with a peanut butter filling on top coated with chocolate. So yummy. So today I'm going to show you how to make a keto version of the Girl Scout cookie Tagalong. And if you want a printable version of this, you can check out my website at janet'sdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of delicious low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some Amazon affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those Amazon affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and will help to support the channel. So, anytime you want to purchase anything on Amazon, make sure you remember me, use my affiliate link, and a small portion of your purchase will help to support the channel. And while you do all that, let's get cooking. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Line 2 large baking sheets with parchment paper. In a large mixer bowl, combine a half cup of coconut flour, a half cup of monk fruit sweetener or granulated sweetener of your choice, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Sift or whisk these all together until they're fully combined and there are no lumps in the dry ingredients. Add 2 large room temperature eggs. Make sure they are room temperature so you have a smooth cookie dough. Then beat on low for about 10 seconds or just to moisten the dry ingredients. And then increase your speed to medium-low and beat on medium-low for about another 30 seconds or until everything is fully combined and the mixture is crumbly. Scrape down the sides of the bowl if you need to. Add 1/4 cup of room temperature butter that is slightly softened. Make sure it's just softened, not melted. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Beat on low again for another 10 seconds or just to break up the butter a little bit. And then increase your speed to medium and beat on medium for about 30 seconds or until everything is fully combined and you have a smooth cookie dough. Scrape down the sides of the bowl once again if you need to and push all the cookie dough to the center of the bowl. Massage the dough in your hands for just a few seconds just to make sure that the texture is right. You're wanting the dough to be slightly moist but not sticking to your hands. When you massage it, it should not be crumbling. If it is crumbling, then just add very small amounts of room temperature milk, just a little bit at a time, just until the dough is coming all together. Be careful not to add too much, because if your dough is too moist, the cookies will not crisp up. These are going to be a crispy cookie. After you've massaged the dough for just a few seconds, shape it into a smooth ball, then place it in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes just to let it firm up a bit. You're wanting these to be a crispy cookie, so you're wanting the dough to be very firm so that the cookie will become crispy. After about 5 minutes, remove the dough from the refrigerator and massage it in your hands just a couple times, again, just to make sure that it didn't dry out too much in the refrigerator. If it is flaky or anything, then that means it dried out a little bit too much and you just need to add a very small amount of milk to it. Scoop the dough out by tablespoonfuls and place it onto your prepared baking sheets. Then roll each dough scoop into a smooth ball. Press the dough balls out into a circle that is your desired size and your desired thickness. These cookies really don't puff up or spread or anything like that. Basically, whatever shape and thickness you form them to onto your baking sheet, that's pretty much the same shape and thickness that they are going to come out once they are baked. Once they're formed the way you want them to be formed, place them in your preheated oven. Bake them at 375 degrees anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes or until they're darkened around the edges. Once they're golden, remove them from the oven. They're going to still be soft, but they will crisp up as they cool. So allow them to cool on the pan for at least 15 minutes or until they are firm. Once they've firmed up on the pan, transfer them to a wire rack and allow them to cool completely before putting the peanut butter filling and the chocolate coating on them. While the cookies are cooling, in a medium bowl, combine a half cup of creamy peanut butter. If you are allergic to nuts, you can use sunflower seed butter or pumpkin seed butter. If you do use pumpkin seed butter, it will have a little bit of a darker tint to it, but it still will taste yummy. You won't see it anyway. It'll be covered with the chocolate coating, so it doesn't really matter the color of it. 1/4 cup of powdered sweetener of your choice, and 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. Use a fork and stir these all together until they are fully combined and all the powdered sweetener has been moistened by the peanut butter. Now here, I'm using powdered monk fruit allulose blend. Normally I use powdered swerve or powdered monk fruit sweetener, which are erythritol-based sweeteners, but I have learned that in order to get the best flavor, the texture and flavor that is closest to traditional sugar, allulose makes a huge difference. I've used allulose in some of my other recipes, my caramel recipes and my peanut brittle recipe, but I really like the powdered monk fruit allulose blend because it has no aftertaste. Whenever you use the powdered erythritol blends, they have that cooling effect in your mouth, which if you're used to it doesn't bother you, which, I'm used to it, so it doesn't bother me. But if you're new to keto sweeteners, then that cooling effect can really throw you off. Whereas here, the monk fruit and allulose blend does not have that. So if you want a sweetener that has the closest taste and texture to regular white sugar, then the monk fruit allulose blend is the way to go. It is a little bit more expensive, so I don't use the granulated version of it as my main sweetener. I still stick with the monk fruit and erythritol blend, because when you blend the sweeteners with the flours and the different things that you use granulated sweetener with, it helps tone down the flavor. But when you are making things that are creamy, such as frostings and fillings, the powdered monk fruit and allulose is really the way to go for a really neutral flavor. So once the peanut butter and the powdered monk fruit allulose, or whatever sweetener you're using, and the vanilla are fully combined, gradually add in up to 2 tablespoons of the milk of your choice until the filling is your desired consistency. Add it about a half tablespoon at a time. Mix it in, check the consistency. Continue to add the milk a half tablespoon at a time until the filling is your desired consistency. I use a full 2 tablespoons because I like a creamy filling, but it's up to you how creamy you want your filling. So the desired amount of milk is up to you. Then set the filling aside until your cookies are completely cooled. Once the cookies have completely cooled, then take about a half tablespoon of the filling and place it onto the center of each of the cookies. Then use your fingers and press the peanut butter mixture so it spreads across the top of the cookie, leaving a little bit of the edges without any filling on them. Once all the cookies are topped with the filling, place them back onto your lined baking sheet and freeze them for about 15 minutes. You're not trying to get these frozen. You just want them to be firm enough so that when you put the chocolate coating on them, the filling won't separate from the top of the cookies. Just before you remove the cookies from the freezer, in a small bowl, combine 1 cup of keto chocolate chips and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Microwave these on high in 15-second intervals until the chocolate chips are fully melted. Make sure after each 15-second interval you use a fork and stir the chocolate chips and the coconut oil together to make sure they are fully melted and so that they do not burn. Once the chocolate chips are fully melted, use your fork and stir the chocolate chips all together. Make sure they are fully combined with the coconut oil. Then remove the cookies from the freezer. Place your cookies one at a time into the chocolate mixture and use 2 forks to turn the cookies over several times until they are fully coated with the chocolate. Once the cookies are fully coated, place them back onto your lined baking sheet and place them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes or until the coating is firm. When you touch the chocolate, it should not be wet. It should not come off on your fingers. You want it to be firm. Once the chocolate coating is firm, remove them from the refrigerator, place them on a serving platter, Eat them immediately, or if you have any leftovers, store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.